We are basically halfway through the decade, and I am going to rank every single Walt Disney animated movie of the decade so far, ranked from the worst to the best. And coming in last place, we have Strange World. I remember I watched this movie. It's just a boring movie. It is not good. The characters are uninteresting, and for a movie called Strange World, it's just not nearly as creative as it could have and should have been. It's a bland story. There's some character arcs, like there's some like stuff that they try to do, especially with like our main character here and his grandfather, how and then his son, or our main character and then his father and then his son. There's some fun stuff, like there's some stuff that they try to do, and there's some creativity here, but it's like for a movie called Strange World, it's just not that strange and not that interesting. And coming in fifth place, we have Wish. Now, I remember I went and watched this movie in theaters, and I didn't mind it. I think that it has I will give it respect. Like, it has some pretty creative animation style, at least by Disney standards. It definitely tries to do a little bit something new with the animation style. And like always with any Disney musical, the singing's great, and the animation itself is good. But this is another movie where it's just like, it has this concept because this was a movie that was kind of supposed to be celebrating Disney's 100th anniversary. So there's a lot of familiarity in Disney tropes in here, but it kind of just reminds you of all the other movies that it was done much better in. And our leads here are good, Ariana DeBose and Chris Pine, but just the plot here just was not really that intriguing. Or it's not nearly as good as it should have been. And coming in fourth place, we have Raya and the Last Dragon. This movie was just another one where it's like, it was okay. Aquafina's in this movie, and I just find her to be a really annoying actress. Her voice is just annoying, I think, in any character that she plays. But our lead here it's not bad, and there's some fun stuff here. Some of the fun side characters are okay. But as you can see with like these bottom Disney movies, they just have not been that good. And this one, like I said, it's got some creative stuff to it. There's some stuff to like, but overall it's just kind of a disappointment. And this is a weird one because normally Disney releases a movie every Thanksgiving. This movie was released in like March of 2021 because of the pandemic. It was supposed to be their 2020 movie. But anyways, it just kind of had that like thing going for it. It just felt weird. There's like two Disney animated movies in one year. But anyways, this movie was just meh. And coming in third place, this is where it actually gets decent. Moana 2. I know some people just hate this movie. It's really not that bad at all. I don't think that it's that good of a movie, and it's not nearly as good as the first movie. But it's still a solid time. The animation is absolutely breathtaking as you expect. I mean, animation was great in the first one with the water. And here it was as well, but it's so choppy here because this was originally meant to be a TV show, and then they turned it into a movie. It's very choppy. It's a lot more kiddie because I think it was intentionally, because it was a TV show, it was intentionally made for really young kids. And because of that, the editing's really fast-paced and quick because it was supposed to be a TV show. And it's just not as good as the first one. Animation's still absolutely out of this world, though. Incredible. And coming in second place, we have Zootopia 2. And just to be clear, there's a big gap between third place and second place. This movie, excuse me, is actually really good. It is definitely one of the funniest Disney movies in years. It's one of the best Disney movies in years. Animation is fantastic. And this is a movie where I did not enjoy it as much. I didn't enjoy this one as much as the first one. I just found that first movie to have more of an interesting world building and a more interesting story. But this movie was constantly entertaining, full of twists and turns, and it did feel like every single new location you went, there was just something fun to see. Whether we went to the water biome area or explored more of the reptiles and we learned about the Lynx's criminal organization, like criminal family history. And there's so many fun references in here, whether Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, and there's a bunch of other stuff too. There's a lot of references to iconic horror movies for some reason. But I just ate that up. I thought that was so much fun. And it's overall a really good movie. And it was just a pleasant surprise because the last couple Disney movies have been just so mediocre. It was such a relief to have one that's actually really good. All the voice acting is incredible too, especially from Ke Huy Quan as the snake. And also Judy and Nick are just such fun characters. Their dynamic is so great. They're just such fun characters to watch. All that combined with a really interesting, really fun story, really funny jokes and constantly full of new things to explore, it makes for a real solid movie. But coming in number one, we have Encanto. I still just love this movie. I love the characters. I love the plot. I love the music. This, I think, basically embodies like, and it is unfortunate because obviously this movie came back out 4 years ago, back in 2021, and Disney hasn't been able to make a movie, at least Disney Animation has not been able to make a movie as good as this one, because it feels like with this, there's such a great theme here of family. And it just allows this movie to every single like character to just feel like so have so much depth, have so much emotion, especially between Mirabelle and her two sisters, Isabella and Luisa. And all of the music here is just so catchy. I honestly still listen to the music like to this day because it is so catchy. What the whole house is just gorgeous and fun. This basically encaptures everything that a Disney movie should be. Great characters and a great adventure. Very funny, whimsical, but all done with, and very fun for kids, but all done with a beautiful story in the through line. A beautiful story about family. Incredible music. Like I said, this really is just one of the best Disney animated movies, I think, in general, and easily the best one of the decade so far.